Hello YouTube, this is David with Liberty Suppressors. It's been a while since I brought you a video, so I figured today would be a good day to bring you one on the chaotic, go over some of the finer points about it and where the development come from and what we decided to do with it and why it is what it is. So you'd understand a little more about it and maybe you'd be more interested in it, or maybe you would understand if it fits your application or not. So what we did with the chaotic was it started out as a true niche market can. It started out as an aluminum core, 6" by 2" titanium tube, ultra lightweight, blackout subsonic only can. The problem we ran into with that is that there's not much market because a lot of guys want to run supersonic. Now, what we wanted to do was basically reach a broader market. So what we done was we decided, okay, it needs to be able to handle supersonic too. Well, we went through the whole brainstorming session of the best way to make it work and handle supersonic ammo, and we decided it needed a stronger alloy blast baffle, and then we started looking at what about secondary baffle erosion past it and all this sort of thing. Then we decided, okay, well, people are going to want it for their ARs as well, in 5.56. So what are we going to have to do to be able to shoot it on that? And well, what it boiled down to was we scrapped the aluminum core and went with stainless steel. And by going with stainless steel, we were able to make it basically to where it could handle 5.56 and 6.8, 300 blackout, and the whole plethora of cartridge 7.62 by 39 and even 308. It'll handle basically anything you can put to it. Now it's the same construction technique as far as a Freedom is made, it's just shorter and fatter. So that gave us a larger reach with the same design, and we mainly focused on making it its quietest on the blackout guns, but it still is respectable on 5.56 and 308 and things like that. We've measured it on the 308. It's right at 140 to the 1 meter position, but now to the shooter's ear, it's in the mid 130s. So, if you're the person shooting the can, it's pleasant to the ear. It's actually surprisingly nice. It has a nice deep tone because it's that fat design, but it's not mil spec here and safe, you would say, to the 1 meter position. It hovers at 140. So don't be shooting it with your partner 1 meter to the left of the gun with no hearing probe, because it's going to be loud there. Now 5.56 comes in the mid 130s. There's a lot less powder in that gas column, so it handles it much better. And as far as the 5.56 goes, it's really respectable. Now that cartridge does heat the can up rapidly, just like any other 5.56 suppressor. It gets hot in a hurry. So we didn't test it on a very, very, very short 5.56 gun. We used is there a 10 1/4 or 10 1/2, whatever barrel length that was. It might have been 10.5 inch. But we also have to use a thread adapter, so that gave us a little bit of room right there. The length of the thread adapter stacked on the end, gave us a little more burn time too. So I'm sure that changed it a smidge, but it's threaded 5/8 24, and since you do that, you got to adapt it down. But for the blackout, it sounds really good. It meters in the mid to upper 120s on blackout subsonic, and with supers, of course, it moves up to the supersonic threshold in the low 130s. 130 to 133ish, somewhere in that neighborhood, depending on the cartridge. And we have found that it actually balances the gun very well as far as muzzle weight goes, because a magazine of blackout ammo weighs like a pound in just the lead. So it gives it pretty good balance. The suppressor weighs 21 ounces, so it's a little over a pound on the end of the muzzle. But now your barrel being only I think this one's total length is about 9.5 inches to get it to the end of this little YHM handguard I'm using here. And so the muzzle leverage weight isn't all that bad. It feels pretty good on the rifle. It balances well in the hand there. It's still got a little bit of aft weight actually, But, you know, it's close to being balanced at the handguard, so it feels good in the hand. But what I wanted to do is, you know, go over the construction. It's stainless steel, like I said, with a titanium tube, and it actually sounds really good. If you want to see another review, you can go to the NFA review channel and watch his review of it too. His is really short and sweet because he didn't want it to be a super long video. But I'm going to do some shooting here in just a minute and let you see some footage of that. Now, with all suppressor videos, just keep in mind, you know, the microphone isn't going to capture the actual sound impulse. It's representative. So, you know, you can make things sound like you want them to with video. So, you know, the movies do it all the time. But you give you an idea. You know, that's what we're doing. I'm just going to give you an idea. So if you want one, you can get with your dealers. You can call us. We can get with you and get with your dealers, and we can get them out there. So C&H Arms has a large quantity of them en route to him. He's going to be moving quite a few of them, and so is Christian Armory Works and Solitaire Shop. You know, all the usual suspects that distribute our cans.